A case of the stolen aroma. Once there lived an old woman in a village of Africa. There was nobody to call her own. She lived all alone in an old thatched hut in a corner of the village. She worked hard in the field of the landlord. Even then, she could not get a square meal every day. Sometimes she had to sleep empty stomach. She was passing a really hard time. Across the street from this old woman's hut lived another woman. She was rich and her husband was a landlord. He had enough land and grew good crops every year. She spent lavishly and cooked many delicious dishes every day. One day, the poor woman was sitting down to her only meal for the entire day, a small bowl of rice and an onion. Her neighbor was busy cooking fish at that time. The aroma from her neighbor's cooking wafted down through her window. Should I go and ask for some vegetables? Perhaps she will be kind enough to give me a little fish curry for my rice, she thought. So she took her bowl of rice and headed over to her neighbor who was busy cooking a delicious fish curry. "Please, may I have a little fish curry for my rice?" the poor woman begged, standing on her door. The rich woman stopped her cooking and came out. She looked at her and replied scornfully, "Why don't you go and buy your own fish? I have nothing to give you." The poor woman went back to her hut and sat outside her doorsteps where the aroma from her neighbor's cooking was very strong. She would scoop some rice with her hands, put it in her mouth, and then nibble a bit of onion. The aroma of the fish curry from her neighbor's house helped her get down the meager meal through her gullet. Her neighbor was still standing at her door. She became angry seeing her old neighbor enjoying the aroma of her fish curry. She ran out and yelled at the woman, "Stop eating the aroma from my fish curry." But the poor woman did not stop. She kept inhaling the aroma from the fish curry while she ate her rice. She found the aroma from the fish curry very satisfying. Every day, whenever the rich woman cooked, the aroma of her cooking wafted into the poor woman's hut. She would quickly make a little bowl of rice and go outside to inhale the pleasant aroma. The rich woman was getting very furious, and she decided to take her case to the chieftain of their village. One day, she went to the chieftain's house and said, "My neighbor steals the aroma from my fish curry to eat her rice. She must be punished." The chieftain was a wise man. He heard the story of the rich woman patiently. "Yes, this poor woman has stolen the aroma of your cooking. She should indeed be punished for stealing your aroma," said the chieftain. Then he asked her to come the next day for delivering the punishment. The next day, the rich woman came again to the chieftain's house. The chieftain sent one of his men to call her neighbor. When she came there, the chieftain declared his decision. "She stole your aroma. Therefore, you shall beat her shadow," the chieftain told the rich woman. "You shall beat her shadow 50 times. He ordered one of his servants to give the rich woman a big stick with which she would carry out her justice. The rich woman, wielding her big stick, came forward to beat the poor woman's shadow. But only after a few beating, she felt so foolish that she asked the poor woman for forgiveness. She also promised that henceforth she would give her some vegetable or fish curry during her meal every day.